All right, diving in today, folks, we're going deep on hearing loss.
Yeah, using everything you sent us.
That's right. The goal today is to give everyone listening a solid grasp of what hearing loss is all about.
How it works, the different forms it takes.
Exactly. Plus a few specific conditions you'll want to know about. And we're going to keep it nice and clear. No need for a medical dictionary today.
Absolutely.
So, first things first.
Yeah.
What is hearing loss? At its core, it's the inability to hear or understand sounds.
Right, that's the simple version.
Now, this can be something you're born with congenital hearing loss or something that develops over time.
Acquired hearing loss, right? Happens to a lot of people.
It does, sadly. And to complicate things, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Not at all.
It's more like a spectrum. Think of it like a volume knob on a stereo.
Good analogy.
We start with mild hearing loss, which is in the range of 26 to 40 decibels. It's like trying to have a quiet conversation in a room with a bit of background noise. Studies have shown that even this level of loss, if untreated, can lead to increased social isolation. Something to keep in mind.
Definitely. Then we move up to moderate hearing loss, between 41 to 55 decibels.
Right. At this point, conversations become pretty tough.
Yeah, this is often where hearing aids start to become really helpful for folks.
Then there's severe hearing loss in the 60 to 90 decibel range.
Wow.
Someone with this level might hear loud noises but struggle to understand speech.
I imagine that would be incredibly frustrating.
Oh, absolutely. And here's something important. Being exposed to sounds over 85 decibels for a long time can damage the cochlea.
What's the cochlea again?
It's the spiral-shaped part in your inner ear.
Right.
It's basically vital for hearing.
So like that loud concert you went to last year might have been over that 85 decibel limit.
Could have been, yeah. And lastly, we have profound hearing loss. That's anything over 90 decibels.
Right.
People with this level of loss often rely on hearing aids, but they might also need things like lip reading or sign language to communicate.
I see. So we've covered how much hearing is lost. What about the different types?
Ah, good point. Think of your ear like a really complex sound system. Each part has a job, and problems with different parts lead to different types of loss. This first type is conductive hearing loss. Imagine your ear canal is like a pipe carrying sound to your inner ear.
Yeah.
If that pipe gets blocked, say with earwax, the sound can't travel properly.
Ah, that's conductive hearing loss.
Exactly. Most often, it is caused by earwax, but other things can cause it too.
Like what?
Well, you could have something stuck in your ear, trauma, middle ear infections, which are medically called otitis media, and then there's a condition called otosclerosis.
Otosclerosis, huh? What is that exactly?
So with otosclerosis, extra bone grows around one of the tiny bones in your middle ear, preventing it from vibrating properly.
So the sound waves just can't get through, right?
Right. And it can be hereditary, meaning it might run in your family.
Interesting. Okay, so conductive hearing loss is a blockage in the pathway.
Right. But what if the problem is with the inner ear itself?
That's where we get sensorineural hearing loss.
Bingo. This means there's damage to the receivers in your ear.
Receivers.
Yeah, the hair cells inside the organ of Corti in your inner ear. Think of them like tiny little piano keys that vibrate when sound hits them.
Okay, I'm with you.
When they're damaged, they can't send clear signals to the brain. And damage can be caused by a lot of things.
What kinds of things?
Loud noises, aging, some medications, even your genes.
Right. And this damage, it's usually permanent, right?
Unfortunately, yes, in most cases. Damage to the auditory nerve, that's cranial nerve 8, can also cause this type of loss.
And even damage to the part of the brain that processes sound.
The auditory cortex, yes, but that's quite rare.
Wow, so many different ways things can go wrong.
It's a delicate system for sure. Now, there's also central hearing impairment.
What's that?
Imagine the sound reaches your brain, but your brain can't make sense of it. So with central hearing impairment, the ears work fine, but the brain struggles to process what it's hearing.
That's fascinating. And what about when someone has both conductive and sensorineural loss at the same time?
That's called mixed hearing loss.
Makes sense.
Now, you also mentioned myringotomy tubes. They're not a type of hearing loss themselves, but they're related.
Right.
They're tiny tubes surgically placed in the eardrum.
Like to drain fluid, right?
Exactly. This helps with recurrent middle ear infections or otitis media.
Which can cause temporary hearing loss?
That's right. The tubes help prevent fluid buildup and the hearing problems that come with it.
Okay, so last thing on our list, Meniere's disease.
Ah, yes. You sent over some info about this. It's a condition that affects the inner ear.
Right. It's caused by changes in the fluid volume inside the inner ear. And this it can cause a bunch of symptoms.
You said it. The hallmark signs are vertigo, which is that spinning sensation, tinnitus, or ringing or buzzing in the ear.
Right. And then there's fluctuating hearing loss, a feeling of fullness in the ear.
And even nausea and vomiting sometimes.
Yeah, it can be pretty rough.
No kidding.